everyone, we're going to use implicit differentiation to find the equation of the tangent line to the curve at the given point. So basically we're going to take the derivative of both sides of the equation with respect to x. So let's write that down first. This 6xy, we're going to have to use the product rule for that one. So let's take the derivative of each of these terms. For x cubed, that's going to be 3x squared. And this is a derivative of x with respect to x. Remember, this just equals 1. So after a while, you don't need to put that because that's just going to go away. But anyway, we'll put it for now. Then we have 3y squared. This is times the derivative of y with respect to x equals, now this is going to be the product rule. So we're going to take the derivative of 6x. So that's going to be 6y. And that was with respect, derivative of x with respect to x. And we're using the product rule. So now take the derivative of y, which is 1. So this is going to be 6x times 1. And this is, we were differentiating with respect to y. All right. So these go away. Those just equal 1. After a while, you won't put those. Also, you can write these as y prime if you want instead. And before I move on, what I'm going to do is divide each of these by 3. So I'm going to divide each of these by 3 and simplify. So we're going to get x squared plus y squared. And you can either put the dy dx or the y prime. I'll just put dy dx equals 2y, this part went away because that equals 1, plus 2x y prime. Let's just write dy dx. All right, and usually when you do implicit differentiation, you solve for your dy dx. But in this case, since we have a point, it helps with the algebra if you go ahead and plug in this point first. So if you do that, you're going to get 3 squared plus 3 squared dy dx equals 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 dy dx. So let's see what this gives us. 9 plus 9 dy dx equals 6 plus 6 dy dx. Now, let's go ahead and solve for dy dx. So I'm going to subtract this from both sides, and I get 3 dy dx equals, and subtract the 9 from both sides, equals negative 3. So I know I'm squeezing it in here. Divide both sides by 3. Dy dx equals negative 1. I'll just divide both sides by 3. So that's your gradient or your slope. Now that we have that, we can write our equation of our line. So we have a point and a slope. So we have y minus 3 equals negative 1, x minus 3. So this is going to give me y equals negative x plus 3 when I distribute. And then I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So this is going to give me y equals negative x plus 6. If you need this in standard form, let's go ahead and add x to both sides. So you get x plus y equals 6. And that will be your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.